A W200 by 59 standard steel shape is strengthened by adding a plate with the width of 250 mm and the thickness of 10 mm. We want to determine where is the location of the centroid and how much is the distance of the centroid to the bottom part of the section. Also, we want to determine the moment of inertia about the horizontal axis and the vertical axis. Before moving on, there is one thing new here, and that is W200 by 59. What does it mean? This is one standard steel shape which is used in making buildings. So in the market, there are some standard shapes that you can go and purchase from. The properties for those shapes are already available. First of all, for each of those shapes, we can read different values. The first column here shows the area, which is clear. The second one shows the depth or the height of the section. The web thickness, so this part on the middle is called web. The thickness of the flange. Flange are these two plates on the top and on the bottom. And also we can determine how much is the width of that part. And for that section, we can determine what is the moment of inertia, or Ix. The other one is section modulus, that we will talk about that a little bit later. And the last one is the radius of gyration. And similar to that, we can determine I, S, and R for the other axes. Now let's get back to the problem that we have. For this shape, we want to determine where is the location of the centroid first, and then determine the moment of inertia for the combined section. The section is W200 by 59. Area would be 7550. Height would be 210. Moment of inertia about the x is 60.8 million. And moment of inertia about y is 20.4. Alright, first of all, we need to determine where is the location of the centroid. Is that centroid above that x-axis or below that x-axis? Above that. It has more area on top, so I'm gonna go and draw that somewhere here. Right? So that would be the centroid. What we are interested in would be what is the distance of the centroid to the bottom of the section. So this is what we are looking at. All right, now let's go and determine how much is y bar. To make the calculation easier, I'm going to form a table. Area of a plate would be B multiplied by T. B is 250, T is 10, so that would be 2500 squared millimeter. How much is the area of the W shape? This is what we read from the table. Now I'm going to go and write down y value. Y is distance of centroid of each of these shapes to the centroid of the entire section. So let's determine y for that W shape first. The height of the section is given to be d, so yw would be half of that d. The other distance would be distance of centroid of that blue plate to the bottom part of the section. So that would be d plus half of the thickness of the plate. Now I can plug them back into this equation and determine how much is the distance of centroid to the bottom of the section. Y bar would be 132.4 millimeter. X bar is not needed to be determined because we know that would be 0. Now I'm going to move on to the second part and determine the moment of inertia. For this problem, first I'm going to determine how much is the moment of inertia about the y-axis. I about the y-axis is moment of inertia of the plate plus area of the plate multiplied by distance squared. How much is the distance here? Let me show it to you here. I want to determine how much is that distance from the y-axis. It is 0. So that would be 0 squared. Similar to that, I'm going to write down the second part, moment of inertia of the W shape about the centroid of y-axis, and area of the W shape multiplied by 0 squared. So we don't need to determine area and the second term. We just need to determine moment of inertia about the y-axis. So that would be 33.42 times 10 to the 6. Alright, so this is the moment of inertia about the y-axis. For moment of inertia about the x-axis, it would be better for us to form a table. We need to write down the area. Let me first write down I about the centroid, bt cubed over 12. And moment of inertia about the centroid for the W shape can be read from the table, that is 60.8 million. But what is d value? D is distance of the centroid of the section to the centroid of each subsection. Distance of the plate to the centroid of the entire section is called d plate, and distance of the centroid to the centroid of the W shape is called dW. But how can we determine that? Knowing y bar, we can conclude that dW would be y bar minus yw, and similar to that, d for plate would be y bar minus y for plate. So that would be a general equation that we have. Alright, now let's plug in the values and calculate d. Y bar is 132 millimeters from the bottom of the section, and distance of the centroid of the plate to the bottom part, or y subplate, is 215 millimeter, as we determined at the beginning of this problem. That would give us d of plate equal to negative 83 millimeter. In a similar way, for the W shape element, y bar is 132 millimeter, and distance of centroid of the W shape to the bottom part is 105 millimeter. So d would be 27 millimeter for the W shape. Now we are going to plug these values into the moment of inertia equation and determine how much is the total moment of inertia for this combined section. Moment of inertia about the x-axis is moment of inertia of the plate about the x-axis plus area of the plate multiplied by d of plate squared, plus moment of inertia of the W shape about the x-axis plus area of the W shape multiplied by d value squared. Now we are going to plug in the values that we have obtained in the previous steps, put them together, and calculate how much is the total moment of inertia for this shape. The total moment of inertia for this section is going to be 83.55 million millimeter to the fourth. Alright, so I just wanted to solve another example on how to determine moment of inertia for a combined section.